What's this? Is this a Rattata rundown, gym by gym, badge by badge podcast recording featuring one of the hosts to my right?
Yeah, it is me, Asher Griffith-Jones, who's maybe to your right, maybe to your left, or maybe
left.
just like or just maybe also just part of the stereo system that's being played through, or the air devices that are in someone's ears, perhaps.
And my name is Stacey Pansis, by the way. I just thought
Stacey Pansis.
I'm also here. And what do we do on this podcast, Asher? I just like for curiosity.
I think you just said it, but I'll reinstate it. We do a gym by gym, Pokemon gym by gym, Pokemon game gym by gym rundown. Every episode we do a gym, and then sometimes we do an Elite Four. Last week we did an Elite Four, and this week we're doing a gym in a different region, but the same game. What?
It's trippy. It's trippy. As a youngin playing this game for the first time, I'd be like,
I know, you're such a baby, Mr. How old are you? 22 or something?
I'm actually 4
19?
years old.
You're 4 years old. Okay.
And I'm playing Pokemon Gold for the first time.
Okay. You are actually playing Pokemon Gold for the first time. Yes, I keep forgetting that the first time you played it.
I play Hard Gold.
Yes, that was your original experience with Johto.
So it's good. I'm not surprised or perplexed by the game, but it's good reliving the nostalgic version of it, so to say.
Although you're not really reliving it though, because you've never played it before. You just get to live other people's nostalgia. You get to live my nostalgia. You get to understand what my childhood was like.
And I'm enjoying it. I'm looking at it through your lens.
Of course you'd enjoy it. You're enjoying my childhood. My childhood was the best.
Yes.
No trauma at all.
Evidently, there's no trauma involved.
No, just Pokemon. It's just Pokemon and happy times.
And there's no Slowpoke tails, no slaying, none of that. No black market.
Nah, none of that. Of course not. How are you doing anyway? It's been a while since we caught up, since the last episode. What's going on with your life, Stacey? Let's pause in Pokemon for a second. Let's talk.
What can I say?
Stacey Pansis.
I have continued on with uni. That's it. I'm in my last semester for uni, and that's kind of the forefront of my life right now. I spent 6 hours doing an essay yesterday.
Oh, that's fun. That's fun. 6 hours doing it. When's it due? Was it due yesterday?
It was due Sunday. No, it's due this Sunday, but I thought I'd just get it done. Get out of the way.
That's really responsible. That's not what I was like in uni at all.
Well,
you doing it a week before.
I'm kind of like day of person, but this week I'm inundated with so much more work that requires more effort. I usually dedicate a week to do the assignment, but I'm like, you know what? Some assignments require more than 1 week, and so I'd knock this one out of the way, just an essay, and we're just getting on by. What about you, Asher? How's your week or your weeks been, or
since we last chatted? I've had a whole bunch of auditions. I've got a whole bunch of no's, which is so good, wonderful for my. Beg your pardon?
At least you're being told no instead of.
Yeah, it's better than just like getting nothing in the inbox or taking months and months to hear back.
Getting ghosted.
I was doing a show in. I think I've told you this. Maybe I haven't. Either way, our little gym rats will hear this story. I was doing a show in October coming up, but then I got a gig for a movie, which would have been great. 3-month contract, pay very well.
Wow.
So I was like, sorry guys, I'm not going to do the play. Like, it doesn't pay as well, and it's only for like a month. This is a 3-month contract, pays better on the resume, be more fun as well. Because there's going to be like a whole bunch of like gore and it's like a sci-fi war movie. Sick. And when we did the screen test the other week, like I got a jump scare. I got a literal jump scare from a man with like full body makeup. He looked like a pepperoni pizza. He was a soldier that had been like burnt to a crisp, and like his flesh was like melted off.
Pizza.
Yeah, he looked like a pepperoni pizza or margarita pizza maybe. The blood patches make it pepperoni. Either way, I said no to the play because I was like, I got this movie thing. Awesome. Do the screen test, and then I get an email like the next day going, so sorry, the producer decided to go the other way, and you're just not big enough. You're just not bulky enough for the role that we wanted. So no thank you. Thanks, but no thanks. And obviously by that point, I've already dropped out of the play, so I end up with nothing.
Oh my god.
Golly.
Couldn't have worked out any worse for you.
Yeah, it was pretty bad, but at least I got paid for the 1 day of the screen test. We love that.
Wow.
So good. Yeah. But it's okay. We continue audition, and we'll find more stuff. We'll find.
Well,
I'll get a gig. I'll get a gig.
You get something. But in
I'll
the
get something.
meantime,
I always do.
look, in the meantime, Ashley, you've got me. And you've got
I've got you, and I've got Pokemon Silver version.
And you've got the
for
Gym Rats.
Pokemon Game Boy Color. Yeah.
And quite frankly, let's like we can indulge, we can get lost in the world of Pokemon, and we can get lost in the SS Air like I did. What was the SS Air?
It was the SS Aqua, actually.
Aqua. Oh my
Aqua Chili,
God.
Aqua Chili,
Aqua Chili.
Aqua Chili,
Actually.
Yeah.
Anyway,
you know what we're trying to do.
Let's get lost in there. So
you got lost in it. All right. Well, let's start from. So we finish. We start the game, and we're back at New Bark Town.
Do we wake up or do we get home?
We wake up. We wake up because it was all the dream.
Big night, big party, big
all the fucking dream.
Oh, all the dream. Oh,
yeah.
That's
narratively. That's what I was told.
Oh,
I figured out. I wasn't told. That was my own deduction.
Oh, so you just wake up from this dream.
You wake
got
up.
This really strong Pokemon team.
Yeah.
All that.
Yeah, maybe that doesn't hold up.
Team Rocket.
You think it's a dream, and then you wake up and you're like, you check your Pokemon, you're like, oh no, it happened.
That's interesting.
It's like when you go like out on like a really big night, you're like, did I do all those things last night? Nah, it's a dream. And then you check the photos on your camera roll, and you're like, oh no, I did do those.
Oh no,
things.
you did do those. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I was raging. I was partying. The game didn't show it, but I was.
Oh yeah, like I mean, what else are you going to do after beating the Elite Four and becoming the champion?
After party.
Of course, you're going to have a rager of an evening.
Yeah,
You're going to go out in town.
Oak and I split a cold one with the boys.
You split a cold one.
Yeah,
you
we
have
went
a cold
to
one.
Mahogany Town's. They have a bar just underneath the shop.
Underneath the shop.
Yeah, they changed it from Team Rocket's organisation to a little underground club kind of bar setting.
Of course, I mean, like that's what you do with Evil Institute basements, is that you repurpose them.
And they let in
into bars.
Of course, and they let in 10-year-olds or champions, newborn champions.
Yeah, champions. So, it's either you're above 18
or you're a champion,
or 21, or you're a champion.
Oh,
and
yeah. And I'll tell you what, Lance, he covered us with the cape at one point. Like we pretended to play tents, and so he covered us with the cape. I think Gary was there, and he ends up throwing up all over the cape. And yeah, it's funny because I think Price walked in and he slipped over, and I made the remark. I'm like, well, that wasn't too icy. And then we partied the night away. Yeah, anyway.
That wasn't too icy.
Yeah, because he usually slips
You didn't
on ice
say,
instead of
well, that's the price you pay for having too many drinks.
No, but I wanted to make an ice joke. It was like icy, slippery. And so I think yada, yada, yada. We ended up going to the, there's a Hungry Jack's nearby the Mahogany Town.
Yep,
and
of
they
course.
were selling the Slowpoke Tail special. And so one of my other mates, mates, Silver, I think his name was. Oh no, I'm Charlie. He's my rival's name, whoever he is.
Yeah. I know mine is Gary P.
Yours is Gary P. I'm thinking of your rival. I think Gary came over to my game.
Yeah.
And then what ended up
you did mention Gary was there. I'm like, that's a bit weird. But like, all right, go off.
And then what ended up happening was Gary P actually climbed over the desk and started protesting for Slowpoke rights. But he was like,
that's out of character.
He's pissed off his face doing it. And so he ends up slipping on the Slowpoke Tail, and Price walked in again. And he slipped over again. And I said, well, that's the price you pay. And I finally thought of that pun.
Yeah.
And then bing, bang, bop, I wake up and I'm not even hungover.
Not even hungover, because you're a 10-year-old.
I'm a 10-year-old.
Yeah.
I don't get hungover. I don't even know.
Yeah, and you're a champion. Champions don't get hungover.
No, absolutely not.
No.
Anyway.
But then we end up getting a phone call.
Very important.
We get a phone call after we step, I think. Which way did you step? I got out of the house, and I stepped right, and then I got the phone call.
No, I stepped left.
Which way did you step? Did you step down, left, or right?
Left.
Oh, you did left as well? Yeah. Okay, all right. So you're a copycat. That's what you're saying.
You went right.
You're copying the way that I do.
You said you
my
went
game.
Right. You went right.
Well, I mean, on the game, like, as an audience to the game, the character goes left, west. But, like, the character, stage right, went stage right.
Yeah, I went stage right.
Yeah, so it went left. Yeah.
I went left.
Yeah. Stage
I went
right.
right. Which
As a
is
character.
left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad we figured that out.
I'm glad we established that. That's really imperative to the narrative.
It's very important.
So
very important. Because if you go down, you get a different phone call. Someone else calls you. And if you go left, you get a different.
It's like the Konami code, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Yeah. RNG manipulation and that, right?
Yeah, but we didn't do that because we didn't know. And also, we wanted a call from Professor Elm.
Yeah, not Gary P about the slowpoke tails.
No, which is a complete. I think that's if you go down.
Yeah, if I would have stepped stage left, I would have gotten a call from Price, who would have slipped over during the phone call.
He would have slipped under the call, and you'd be like, "Oh, that's the price you pay for calling me up."
Yeah,
and you hang up.
Yeah. And then who called us? Professor Elm.
Professor Elm, because he's like, "I've got something to give you."
But, because I remember, because I was like, "I'm right here. You could just come out the door and come in."
Oh, he's busy. He's a scientist. He's got things to do. He can't just.
I'm like, I could hear his echo. I could hear his voice. From
because he's always got the window open because the window's still broken from when that guy broke in, when Gary P broke in and stole the Pokemon. They never got the window fixed. You can hear him talk right through the window.
So I was like, why are you calling me? So then I just walked in. Obviously.
Yeah, of course.
Because like,
that's what I did too.
If you're gonna say it, if you're right there, we may as well just be in person. And so he presents us with this SS Aqua ticket.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. We can go to Kanto now.
Yeah, and he says that we have to go to Olivine City, the city of Jasmine, to catch the boat.
Yeah.
Which was very annoying because none of my Rattatas know how to fly. Being Joey, and my party is just a whole bunch of Rattatas. Fortunately, I did catch a few episodes ago. I did catch Lugia, which I named Rattata. So I went to the PC, picked her up, and then flew to Olivine City.
That's very fortunate that your Rattata do fly.
It's very good. It's a very good Rattata, the legendary Rattata.
Oh, very fortunate. The legendary myths. I've heard myths. So we get there, and we present our ticket to the guy. They're all bulky, macho men again.
Sailors. They're the same as red and blue. Sailors are just like, as we know, they're bulky, sexy men.
They would have definitely gotten that role for your screenplay because they're bulky.
Oh, 100%. No, they would have been bulky enough for that.
They would have been,
and sexy enough for that. Yeah.
God damn. Don't they wear those blue gloves as well? They're like the gloves, and then it's like a bit of skin. Then it's like sailor outfit for the
blue gloves.
I don't know. I just made up a color. Gloves. They wear like gloves. Makes them look.
What, they're not like a Disney character.
Shows a bit of forearm.
Mouse gloves.
Yeah, shows a bit of forearm.
You think not wearing a glove would show a forearm more because you don't have a glove in the way?
Nah, but like it would emphasise like the skin. Look at my skin. Look at my bulky skin.
No, you just need to work out for your forearms to be.
I will. I'm planning on going to the gym in 2 months.
Yeah, when was the last time you went to the gym, Stacey?
With you for 2 hours. Yep. It was a 2-hour session, and we didn't have a single break. I don't think we didn't have a single.
We had a break while we did other exercises.
You know what? I got to tell the gym rats. You know how many exercises we fucking did? We did about 13. We did 4 sets of 12 for 2 hours. I hadn't been to the gym for like 3 months prior to that. I just wanted an HSP afterwards. My little.
Oh, you did. You got your cheeky little HSP.
God damn! You made me earn it. I earned it.
Yeah, you did, and you never went back again.
No.
Traumatized.
No, traumatized. I'm just getting over that trauma. Give me 2 months. Anyway.
But yeah, you plan on going back to the gym full time again once you're done with your studies?
Once I'm done with this semester, then I'll go. Well, honestly, once I'm done, I'm gonna ask one of the sailors for a workout plan on how they got so macho because I want that forearm skin.
It's all and squeezies, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all
because that's what gets your wrist, your forearms, right?
Yeah. Well, when they're putting on the gloves, they have to.
Yeah, because they're not very flexible gloves.
Oh, it's really
they're
meticulous.
like really tight. You have to like flex them out.
It's a meticulous workout. You've got to lock in when you're putting on gloves.
And you have to wear the weighted clothing that Goku does in Dragon Ball.
Yep.
And the turban that Piccolo wears in Dragon Ball. I'll get you like a really thick neck.
Yep. Well, one of those. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So we walk in.
Very Sigma
and we get guided to our room.
I didn't get guided to my room.
Oh no!
I just walked in.
Or maybe I'm just gaslighting you then. Maybe I'm just a
maybe you are
big old gaslighting boy today.
Ooh, romantic manipulation.
Oh yes. Yeah, you
Yeah.
fall for
Actually,
it every
you can
time.
gaslight your friends. You can have platonic gaslighting. That's allowed.
Oh, okay.
You can gaslight your friends without it being romantic.
That sounds really ethical. I might do it
We
more
should
often.
normalize gaslighting your friends. Gaslight your friends. It doesn't have to be a romantic thing. Yeah.
Just like light gaslighting, though.
Just a little bit
We
of
don't want
platonic
we don't
gaslighting. Just
want full
a little bit of
manipulation.
platonic gaslighting.
Because it turns into RNG manipulation, and you just don't know what's happening next.
Well, that's just romance in general.
Oh,
It's all RNG. It's all RNG.
that's a bit of an emotional roller coaster. But people enjoy it.
So we walk into this this boat, and this is the first time that we've actually got a ticket that we get our own room. We've got our own room, which is great.
Champions room. Call it the Champions room.
Well, you do get a PC. You're the only room that has a PC
Champions
in it.
room. You need
Champions
access
room.
to all of the Pokemon that helped you, which is for me about 6. But I actually boxed a couple of Pokemon just anticipating for the gym. So I was like, I'm not going to use. I didn't use my Sheila.
LT Stage had 5, so it's not like you had to.
I had to get one back. Oh
Yeah.
no! I'll tell you what I did for that. I
Okay.
boxed. I think Jamie my tentacle because I apart from training her up, I never used it at all. Sorry, that was training. Well,
It was
done.
just a plan B.
It was a
Plan B
contingency.
ready to
It was a
happen just in case.
contingency, and then I had
Contingency
Sheila,
plan. That's it.
contingency, and I had Sheila.
Good movie, I think. I never saw it, but I know it's a movie. Contingency,
Yeah.
right? Movie, yeah. Hugh Jackman has.
Oh, Hugh Jackman is in a movie called
I don't know.
Contingency. Okay,
Sure.
I like Hugh.
Why not?
I like a bit of Hugh. So
You like Hugh? I like
Hugh.
you too. Thank you.
And then I as macho as these guys are, the sailors, a couple of them were being slacking off. They were slacking off. On ships,
All
so
slacking off. I'm sorry. I've got a huge issue with the levels in this game. What the fuck just happened? I had to train my Rattatas all up to like level 60, and now we're fighting people level 30.
No,
like, what's going on?
No, it makes complete sense, Asher. It makes complete sense.
Why does it make sense?
They're no Elite Four members. They're no champions. They're just run of the mill everyday trainers. They're not going to care.
It was a piss off. It was just like.
I think the difficulty of the game goes down after the Elite Four. It was intense. The Elite Four was intense, even for me. And I usually first try this stuff. You know what I mean? Just having a bit of a dancing.
Yeah, it was just annoying. Like, I get it. In the world, it makes sense.
In the world,
but
yeah,
as a player,
speaking.
it makes me uncomfortable.
I
It was
think
just
about it.
It was
As a
felt like I was
4-year-old,
pissing about.
As a 4-year-old, Asher, think about how empowered you feel when you're defeating like these like tiny, punsy, low-level mons. As a 4-year-old, when you're playing the game for the first time, you're like,
But I'm not a 4-year-old, Stacey. I am a 30-year-old with responsibilities, and I'm sacrificing my time to
32.
piss about on a boat.
Aren't you 32? Aren't you 32?
No, I'm
30.
30. I'm 30.
31.
I'm 30.
No, you're wrong.
No, I'm 30 years old.
I thought you were born in 92.
I was born 93, bitch.
Oh, your birthday's in November on my mum's birthday.
Yeah, I'll be 31 soon, but until then, I'm holding on to being just 30.
Jesus.
Thank you very much.
Grasping at straws.
I am grasping as much as I can. I'm still I'm not a baby as much as a baby as you are, so.
Yeah, goo goo gaga, bitch. I'm 26. To my friends, I'm old, but to you and to my brother, I'm a baby. I really don't know where the line in the sand is at this point. Either I'm old.
I think it's just if you have an older friend, you are baby, and if you have a younger friend, you are old. Those are just the rules. We don't make them. Those are just the rules of being.
Playlist. You see my playlist. It's all 80s and 90s music.
Yeah, but that's got nothing to do with anything.
So people reckon I was born in the wrong era. So it's like, so what am I then? I guess I'm old.
Born in the wrong era. Just because of the music. I think not. You're born in the right era.
Thank you. You know what?
Yeah.
You've just validated all my life's achievements, accomplishments. You've made me feel whole and fulfilled. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Did you end up finding the lost child?
Well, you couldn't because apparently the SS Aqua only arrives if you find the child.
Yeah. Don't you know that's a policy that all abducted children must be return to their parents before the
Or
boat
grandparents.
can dock.
Grandparents.
Yeah, sorry, didn't read the fine print. But as long as it's docked before it docks, that's in the fine print.
It's just like it's in a holding pattern.
It's in a loop. It's going around in a loop.
Waiting for the child to be found
there
before
for
they
years,
land.
months, seconds. I don't know.
Yeah. Flipping weird. It was, and then you've got like the sailor that, because you were talking about like, oh, they're all slacking off. There was one in particular that actually just wasn't doing his job. He's just hiding out in a bedroom.
Yeah, and you call him out for it, and he's like,
sorry.
oh yeah, he's like all apologetic.
You want to fight first?
Okay. I guess that's their way of quashing beef. They just go, let's fight, like, you know, let's just like hash it out. It's like hashing it out. But I don't know why you're hashing it out with a 10-year-old. What did a 10-year-old do?
Also, it's not a from my understanding with the SS Anne, it made sense that there were beds because it seems like it was an international, like a proper big voyage. Like it has multiple stops. The SS Aqua, it seems like it's just like a point A to point B, really quick ride.
Boom, boom.
Who's sleeping? There should be seats. People should be sitting down and.
Oh, look, some people want naps. Some people need. A nap.
But like maybe just like one or two beds.
Yeah, but some people get seasick as well. They might need to lie down afterwards.
It's a short trip. I mean, if you get seasick, because there's the train, right? People were talking about the magnet train in Saffron City.
Yeah, that exists actually. Why doesn't SS Aqua exist when you can just catch a train?
Because I think one's more expensive than the other. Perhaps the SS Aqua would be more expensive, I think. It'd be more of a luxury liner. The train is just like, regular public transport.
I'd rather just take a train, to be honest. But I guess I'm not everyone, so...
Yeah.
I don't know. How long were you on the SS Aqua for, though?
Not long, because everything was just a piss-easy battle. It was like, Hyperfang, dead. Hyperfang, dead. Hyperfang, dead. Hyperfang, dead. And then, it goes to the sailor, and he's like, you can't walk past here, because, one of my workers isn't here. I'm like, okay, I'm looking for a small child. He's like, no, find sailor first. Priority is obviously finding an adult over finding a grandchild.
Yeah. Oh, and then he's playing goalkeeper.
Yeah, he's
playing goalkeeper. He's like, hey, where's my co-worker?
Yeah. He wanted none of it.
It's almost payday, and I'm the only one earning my check. Kind of thing.
Yeah.
He wanted none
of it. And once we find the granddaughter, which is just like the captain's.
Yeah, just having a chinwag with the captain. It's fine. You know what I mean? Like, you meet the captain.
And we have, I think this is the first time we witness fast travel. Because it immediately just fast travels over to her grandfather. We don't need to walk all the way back.
It's cool.
It was cool. It was cool. The only other time there's fast travel in the games is usually when you beat the Elite Four. Like, after a major event, they fast travel you back to your home. They did that in Red and Blue. They did it with Gold and Silver. So apparently, finding this granddaughter is also a major event.
It's a revelation. That means the boat
on the same level as Elite Four.
Yeah, you're crowned the champion again.
You got a little granddaughter crown.
Big old granddaughter crown. Yeah, I did spend a couple minutes though trying to get past this guy, trying to juke him out.
So if you could,
I just thought I could try and juke him out of it. I was like,
it.
"What's that?" Ooh, you know what I mean? But it's pretty cool. He's pretty witty.
Yeah, you gotta. What do you call it when you go through a wall? Like you glitch through a wall or bypass a wall?
BLJ. You got to BLJ through it. As Mario.
Yeah, BLJ through it. Backlog. Yeah. Even though you can't jump in Pokemon for some weird reason. Do you have is there jumping in the newer games? Do they introduce jumping in the newer games?
Leaping.
Okay, because I remember that was like a big thing for Legend of Zelda. They're like, oh my god, they introduced jumping in the new Zelda game.
Wow.
And so I was just wondering, like, have they introduced jumping into Pokemon yet?
The way they advertise it defies gravity for 2 seconds. Big old advertising.
Yeah, that was the big thing for Breath of the Wild. Everyone's like,
I think
jumping. That's all. The whole thing was just like, oh my god, Link jumps. Link, there's a jump button in Breath of the Wild. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm. But I think in Legends Arceus or something, there's jumping.
Okay, there you go. I can't. Yeah, I don't know. I only played that for like 2 seconds, so I can't remember.
I love that game. We got to play it for the podcast.
I cannot wait until we get there, but we still have a long way to go.
We have a long way.
Speaking of, we finally get off this boat and we're back in Vermilion City, baby.
Baby.
And it looks pretty similar, except the Snorlax has moved.
Oh, you went out. You had a good look. I
didn't leave the city, but like I went and had a check around the city. Yeah.
Yeah, I just had a little look. I just went straight to the Pokemon Center. I just had to sort out this. My brain was like, just sort this like 5 Pokemon limit out. Just try and do that. So I haven't.
Which 5 did you go with?
So I went with my original 4. So I have my Crispin, my Becca. So I will give you the proper names. I'm just trying to remember the nicknames. Becca, Crispin, Tony, and Arthur. So I've got Arthur. Oh my god. Graveler, Weeping Bell, Quilava, and Haunter. So they're like my original 4, and I think I'm just gonna stick them out because I like them. I like them. And then my 5th one, I think it was my second Jamie, the Krabby.
Oh yeah.
Who knew cut. I taught cut. Just had to get through.
Well, you need cut to get through. Yeah.
Yeah. And the gym itself was quite easy.
And they removed the bin puzzle. There's no bin puzzle anymore. It's just a room. What the fuck?
Like 3 minutes. Like, okay, I'm just gonna get this.
Find the trainers, walk forward, and you're there. Like what? The trainers were even optional. I think I didn't.
You
check.
could probably go around them. I reckon one of them would have caught you, but it was. There's not really much to say with this. With this one, I think I don't know why they just got rid of any element of challenge after the Elite Four.
Well, because everything's lower level. Like I think LT Surge was like level 40 or something. It was just
he was 44 was his highest. Like I feel like I don't know if it was an on purpose thing though, getting rid of the whole element of challenge because you did arguably the hardest thing so far in the game already.
I think maybe in retrospect, they probably could say that, but I think at the time it was just pure laziness, or there just wasn't room to add more stuff to the game.
I guess, but I don't know. It just makes me like I'm not worried, but like are the other gyms going to be like this as well? Like, are they going to be? You just walk right in.
There's one thing that LT Surge said that I'm not sure if you picked up on this, and it makes me question things because this is set canonically after Red and Blue, yeah? Yeah, so LT Surge says he's never lost on a battlefield before. But he's canonically lost to Gordon Ramsay and Stacey 2 years ago.
Yeah, maybe battlefield means he's never lost in the war? He was involved in
but war. Like, man, that's like so long ago. Like, okay, good for you, man. Like, that's so got nothing to do with anything. It's like you going into, you go to play fucking chess with someone, and before you sit down and play the game of chess with the guy, he's like, I've never lost a game of snooker before. You're like, okay, great. You've never lost, we're playing fucking chess. Like, we're about to have a Pokemon battle who's like, I've never lost a gunfight before. No one's ever killed me. I'm like, yeah, okay, fucking good for you. All right. The war was like 50 years ago. Get over yourself. You're a gym leader now.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. I've never lost a war. It's like, how do you lose it?
Good for you, man.
How do you lose a war? You can't. There's no winning, losing war. It's more
once you die.
I'd see
or you become prisoner of war. Or, yeah, actually, no, there's a lot of losing in war. No, I take that. No, I can take that.
Winning and losing, I guess. But he acts like I won a war.
Well, he was a general, wasn't he? Oh, no, he's a lieutenant. He's a lieutenant. A lieutenant, if you will.
A lieutenant. Ooh. Because you walk outside and you walk left.
Yeah, that was him. Yeah, if you walk left, actually, you get a call from Lieutenant Surge. He's like, oh, you got to join the war. There's a new one. Don't worry, I've never lost a war.
We'll win.
Yeah, we'll win. Yeah. And then it's all like playing snooker.
Although he did lose the battle quite easily to my Crispin.
Yeah, they're all level 40s. They're all level 40s.
Boy, yeah, you're right. You got your level 60 posse.
Yeah, you can't do it. 60 Rattata just in there. Hyperfang. Dead.
How do you implement a level limit in this case? Like
you can't unless you start unless you start a new party of like new Pokemon for like Kanto Pokemon that you catch.
Oh.
Which I don't want to do. That's way too much work. Fuck that.
No.
But that could be a thing. That could be a reason why, like, oh, you entered a new town and now you start a new party of Pokemon.
Because
that might be it.
Maybe.
That might be the idea.
Yeah, but then when you get back to Red, you're going to have to either choose between the Pokemon that you already have or the Pokemon that you have now.
Yeah, it's like an All-Stars match.
Oh, that'll be good, actually. You can mix and match your team a bit.
Did you talk to the... did you go to the fan club? Did you check out the fan club?
No.
While we were there?
No.
Ah, okay.
I didn't do any of that.
Oh, I spoke to them. I didn't get a bicycle, but at least I got something this fucking time. I got a rare candy. And he's still talking about the same shit, about his Rapidash and how fluffy and how lovely it is and charming and blah, blah, blah.
You watch... I would have laughed if he offered you a bike.
That would have been very funny.
You would have been fuming.
Which I needed this 2 years ago as Gordon Ramsay.
Do we have Flash? Do we have Flash in this game already? We do.
Yeah, we would have got Flash a while ago.
Okay, well, there you go. You can redeem yourself a bit. You can redeem yourself a bit when you go through.
Yeah, we'll go through the rock tunnel and actually be able to see what's going on. Instead of feeling my way across the walls.
Oh my god, that's so funny. Nah, it's just a very cruisy gym, and I feel like the gyms are going to be very cruisy the more we continue along.
Yeah. Well, so we had, I forget, but we did have an idea of like the order that we were going to be doing these gyms in. What is going to be next, and like how are we going to be doing this?
Because like discussed this on call. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up my web browser.
Yeah. Because we've done Vermilion, and then we can either go like north to Saffron, or we can go south to Fuchsia. But I think it makes more sense to go north to Saffron. Actually, no. We can take the Diglett Tunnel to Pewter City.
Oh, you're going to do the Pewter City one next?
Actually, no, wait. No, I remember because I was walking around and the Snorlax, as I mentioned before, the Snorlax moved. The Snorlax is now in front of Diglett's Tunnel, so you cannot go to Pewter City. And we don't have, at least I don't have the Pokeflute.
It would make more sense to go up to Saffron.
So we go to Saffron next, then?
Saffron, then Celadon.
Yeah, that makes sense. Saffron, Celadon, and then Fuchsia.
And then Fuchsia.
Oh, and then that makes sense. Then we go to Cinnabar afterwards, the final, the fire one.
And then Cerulean, we work our way up to Cerulean.
Well, I mean, like if we're at Cinnabar Island, we just go up to Viridian. And then we do Gary there, or Blue, or whatever his name is. Then Pewter, Brock, and then we finish with Misty in Cerulean.
Alright. Write it down.
Okay, I'm writing it down. So we got Vermilion, Saffron, Celadon, Fuchsia, Cinnabar, Viridian, Pewter, then Cerulean.
So, moral of the story, Gym Rats, we are not following the traditional path.
What is the traditional path?
Well, Cerebi recommends Vermilions, which we just done. Saffron,
we just did that one.
Celadon, then Fuchsia, then Cerulean, then Pewter, then Seafoam, then Viridian. That we end off with.
Wait. So Saffron, Celadon, Fuchsia. That's what we're doing already.
Yeah, and then Cerulean afterwards.
What the fuck? Cerulean and then what?
Then Pewter.
Oh, and then Viridian and then...
No, then Seafoam, then Viridian.
What the fuck? No, we're doing this way. This way. Otherwise, we're backtracking too much.
Canonically, it wants us to go to Viridian last, I think, for more so the plot. But
fuck that, whatever. We'll screw the plot. Viridian will be the sixth gym.
The plot doesn't really matter as much.
What plot is it going to be? It's stupid. Oh, my Pokemon are level 50. Like, shut the fuck up, man. They're all going to be 40s. There'll be 40s and 50s. And it's going to be a breeze. And then we're going to hit Red / Gordon Ramsay / Stasi.
Oh.
And it's going to be a complete hogwash and we're going to be destroyed.
At least I will be. So cool if... like, you could transfer your save over, and the final battle was like an ultimate version of your Pokemon Blue or Red team.
That's how it should be. That's how it should be. If they do, Let's Go versions for Johto.
Oh my god.
Then they have to use the save files for, like, Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee that's already there.
Not to. Like, imagine, like, fighting my Skittle, like Vaporeon at like level 90. Oh my god, I'd struggle. You struggled. But even though your Kakuna wasn't high enough in the show.
My Kakuna was like level 82 or something. It was ridiculous. Or 70 something. It was a very high level Kakuna, regardless.
No, it was 65, I think.
Maybe. I don't know. It was at whatever the level limit was.
Yeah.
And I think, yeah, you're right. The level limit was like 65, so I think I put it all the way up to the top of the level limit. Either way, stupidly high, and it did get the killing blow, which I still cannot believe.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Oh my god, look at us reminiscing back on season 1.
Back to season 1. Those were the days, back when there was only 8 badges.
Jesus.
What was that, 2 years ago? Fuck,
Yeah,
feels like it.
Damn, I'm really keen to start Ruby and Sapphire now.
You know what? Here's an idea. Why don't we... So we've got 7 badges left, right? No, we got 7 badges and a red, right?
Yeah.
Why don't we do doubles? Why don't we do... All right, next one will be Saffron and Celadon.
Oh my god.
And then the one after will be Fuchsia and Cinnabar.
That
And then Viridian Pewter. And then Cerulean and Red. Boom, we
Yes.
do it in half the time.
Yes. Oh my god.
Because like this was a very short leg. If everything is going to be similar to this, I feel like we can do 2 badges in one go.
I think, yeah, that works out actually, because now our next 2 can be Saffron and Celadon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we can get to Ruby and Sapphire quicker, and then we can start enjoying the game a bit more.
I need to play a different game.
Yeah, I'm
sick
just...
of this. I'm getting sick
I
of
need
this.
fucking running shoes. I need running shoes.
I need to evolve my Pokemon too. Like I'm getting.
You want to evolve your Pokemon. I want to play with Pokemon that aren't retarded.
We've got to get over this game. Get over this leg. Oh my god. So anything else that we?
No, I think that's all.
Okay.
I'm happy with where we're going, what the plan is. So next week will be, or next episode will be Saffron and Celadon, and then
Celadon.
Oh, okay.
Celadon.
Celadon or Celadon.
Yeah,
Celadon. Because it's a saloon, isn't it? Because they do like haircuts there, right?
Do they do haircuts there?
A salon, yeah. Isn't it?
Oh.
Or no, I'm thinking of somewhere else. There's a hairdresser somewhere.
Oh, Pokemon X and Y have hairdressers, but that's ages away.
Who has a...
Lumio City.
No, there was like the Haircut Brothers in, Goldenrod City.
Oh.
Yeah. The Haircut Brothers. They give you Pokemon a haircut for friendship points or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Not that it's necessary for my team or your team.
Yeah.
Well, I am done talking about Pokemon. I'm going to go back to playing Pokemon and living my life. Is there anything that you want to say goodbye? Anything you want to say to the Rattatas, Gym Rats, before you say goodbye?
Goodbye. Oh, thank you. But goodbye.
Okay, goodbye. Bye.
Goodbye.